Have you ever thought of impersonating the police? Believe it or not, it is every civilian's dream. But what happens when civilians act toward making this dream come true? Or worse, what happens when an ex-law enforcement personnel can't let his job go away? Join us as we uncover a case where a man charged with impersonating police after he forgets to turn off flashing blue lights. On October 24, 2022, an officer encountered a vehicle during a routine patrol that bore a striking resemblance to a police car, prompting a traffic stop.
Oh, not much. Who are you with?
I'm from Georgia, bro. We got sent down here for the Home Depots. Yeah, we actually got sent back today.
That's the report. Are you headed that way? Is a conference veteran? If you can send me the picture for our order.
Where's the tag for this one? What car? Is this a county car or no?
Yeah, I pulled it off, man, because we worked this gig in Louisiana last year. That was 2 years ago. And man, we had local people calling police in Coleman County, saying, "Why you got Georgia people working down here?" And man, it became a big mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me just.
But I got all stuff.
When questioned about whether the vehicle belonged to law enforcement, the driver responded with a vague description of his occupation, attempting to impersonate a sergeant in Georgia. Suspecting possible impersonation, the officers requested identification and diligently cross-referenced it with various sources to verify the driver's claimed identity.
I think he's doing private security at frickin' Home Depot. That's where I seen the car parked in the back this morning. Hey, it's Corporal Eppert, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. I'm just trying to verify employment of supposedly one of your deputies.
Okay, you would have to call HR for that.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Hey, it's Corporal Epperts again.
Hey,
Hey, I can't get through to anybody. Nobody's picking up.
then try 770. Magistrate Court, can I help you?
Hey, it's Corporal Epperts, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida.
Hey.
Hey, I'm trying to verify employment of potentially one of your employees down here.
Unless it's with the magistrate court, I can't verify.
Okay,
Let me give you the number to the Butts County Commissioner's office.
What's his claim to fame?
That's what he's giving me. I'm trying to verify if he's even an employee, but that ain't no damn cop car.
Georgia?
Yeah,
No tag?
no tag. He
No.
said he took it off.
No.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Jesus
system.
Christ.
You got drugs?
Butts County
Huh?
Board of Commissioners.
Is not available.
Yeah.
Copy PA 13 will be around.
We can't verify your
To leave the
identity.
number from which you are calling, press pound. To leave another callback number, enter the...
No, I saw it.
Yeah. Is that why y'all? Man, I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's there's no tag.
I've been okay, like, this whole time. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I had the blues on, man. Yeah, I'm a sergeant at Butts County Sheriff's Office.
The arrival of another officer underscored the gravity of the situation, indicating the potential seriousness of the driver's actions. Despite efforts to verify the driver's ID through multiple sources, the attempts proved unsuccessful. Meanwhile, upon being informed that his identity couldn't be verified, the driver surprisingly offered an apology for leaving his blue lights on, adding an unexpected twist to the unfolding events. Florida Statute 843.081 states that it is expressly prohibited for any vehicle or equipment except police vehicles to show or display blue lights. However, vehicles owned, operated, or leased by the Department of Corrections or any county correctional agency may show or display blue lights when responding to emergencies.
We're stuck here. This is a privately owned vehicle, right?
Right.
Blue lights, carrying a concealed weapon, which, okay, I understand. We're trying to validate your information to make sure that you are supposed to be working.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I have no problem once we can validate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the problem with the blues and no tag, that's the problem.
Right, man. I don't run my blues, brother. Literally, when you pulled me over, I was like, okay, the old tag thing. I pulled it. We always pull it off and do it.
Right.
And then when I walked out, I just seen my blues on. If you go in the car, you can't see them.
Well, I understand. I mean, but you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Hang on, before we go, I'm just going to disarm
Yeah, we're
you
gonna disarm.
until we know exactly
You got a
what's going
backup
on
gun
here.
on you at all?
I got my 380 and my AR and stuff in there.
Anything else on you?
No, that's it.
Okay.
And I got my knife here.
Stand by with it.
To verify the driver's identity, the officer experienced a stroke of luck when he finally managed to connect with the employment agency. The agency confirmed the unsettling truth. The man had been dismissed from his position. Confronted with this revelation, the driver's demeanor shifted, prompting a change in his story as he was confronted with the reality of his situation. Do you think the man was impersonating the law enforcement on purpose? Let us know in the comments.
Hey, sir, it's Corporal Epper, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida. I'm trying to verify employment. I'm on a traffic stop down here in Florida with a guy claiming to be employed by your agency.
Caesar is not employed with us.
Okay, was he ever?
He was.
Okay. Recently dismissed or?
Golly, I don't know, 6 months.
Okay. All right. He's still claiming to be gainfully employed by you. We've got him stopped down here in a white Charger with blue lights on it. We're down in the area where the hurricane hit. So he's still claiming employment with you and everything else.
He is not on our payroll.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's all I need. Somebody go to jail. Let's go make that happen.
How you doing?
All right. If that's Captain Garrison, and he don't know what's going on. I'm reserved with Butts County Sheriff's Office.
He's saying you're not employed, period.
Yeah, well, he don't know what's going on, man. I can give you. We can go above him and call the sheriff. Me and Captain. I know it looks weird, man, but me and Captain. He's one of the reasons I retired early. I retired back last September.
Okay. Well, you were just indicating to me that you're still employed and all that.
I'm
He said
reserved.
you are not employed as of 6 months ago. You have nothing to do with the sheriff's office.
It's not even 6 months ago. It was about a whole year ago. I went reserve with them.
Okay. Well,
It's not
here's
even
our
a squad-
dilemma.
It's not even a real squad car.
No.
It's a privately owned squad car,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So, and you're driving with red and blue with the blues
I
on.
didn't mean to. I'm really
I
sorry.
understand that.
Yeah.
And you presented an ID that you're an active employee, and you're not an active employee.
Well, I'm reserve, brother. I was a sergeant too. You know what I'm saying? And I can call my sheriff. You can talk to.
See, you can call your sheriff, and how do I know that's really the sheriff? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will. I mean, I can call anybody at the sheriff's office. I call the sheriff's office, and I'll ask for Amanda, who is Sheriff Gary Lone's assistant, and he will prove to you. Or I can call Bruce Knight, who was the captain there, who does all the hours and stuff.
Was the captain? I said, was the captain?
Bruce Knight?
Yeah.
Captain? You talking Captain Garrison?
I don't know. I can't remember who he was.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Garrison. Yeah. I mean, I can prove to you, brother. I got Officer Thompson, who works for Lafleur PD, who's up there. He's calling me now.
Right.
Refusing to acknowledge his act of impersonating law enforcement, the man continued to offer various explanations in a desperate attempt to evade culpability. He went as far as providing names that he claimed would verify his supposed status as a sergeant, weaving a web of deceit in his fervent pursuit to avoid facing the consequences of his actions.
I'm clean. I do security in Georgia. That's just what we do, you know. And I'm reserved. You can't do security unless you're reserved with the sheriff's office. He doesn't know reserve. I went past Captain Garrison. It went to the sheriff. You know, just some people that don't appreciate. You know, I mean, I did 7 years with these guys,
Right.
and you know.
Well, for right now, we're going to detain you, period.
I understand.
All right, so go ahead and turn around. We'll put your hands behind your back.
Okay. Can
Put your hands behind your back. All right, you need two sets of cuffs?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. We'll make sure they're home.
He disarmed it. There's one in the car here.
There's one in the car still.
And I got my bag.
Is that a security badge or a
No, that's my patrol shirt. Yeah. I was so far from Buck County.
You weren't. What?
Yeah.
So now you're.
I'm reserved with Buck County. Man, I know how it seems, man. It's not like that, you know.
101, 130.
All right, step back in. Son.
You're out there.
Go back and transport.
Let's have a seat. I'll get you some air rolling in there too.
So you're gonna have 130 tape?
Yeah, just transport, because she's got to swap out her vehicle down at Fleet.
No problem. You did say you had a 380 in there, though, right?
Yeah, and I'll let you search out if you find anything, you find it.
Despite being arrested, the man vehemently refused to admit any wrongdoing, maintaining his innocence adamantly. He persisted in asserting that he was merely fulfilling his duty and would never engage in any illegal activities. Despite the mounting evidence against him and the gravity of the situation, he remained resolute in his denial, unwilling to acknowledge the severity of his actions.
Reserve.
You can't be doing this.
He's out of his jurisdiction.
Yeah, from Georgia.
He's playing cop.
The info that
Yeah, without a doubt.
tracks. Mail, please. Central to PE5. PE5. 101 was asking if you can handle a death check.
PE5, 101.
Contact with Nat for the verification.
There's a brand new store-bought shirt that says sheriff. Let's switch him over to her and throw this shit back in. We'll call it something.
Get the inventory.
I'm really sorry I read my blues, man. I don't do that, you know. Like I think.
Oh, even without the blues and no tag is kind of like.
No, man.
See, the whole kicker is we understand your private security. I see your cards in there. I get all that.
You got all the sheriff.
I even get it if you say you're even still a reserve deputy, but you can't represent yourself as a sheriff's deputy, as a private security officer. You can't run down the road with a car that resembles a cop car with blue lights.
Yeah.
My verification through the agency that you were with that you are no longer employed. So based on all that, this is what we're doing. So you are under arrest for impersonating a police officer. Okay?
Despite attempts to justify his behavior with various explanations and names that supposedly validated his claims, the reality remained unchanged. Ultimately, it was determined that the individual was impersonating a police officer, a serious offense that warranted immediate action. Despite protests and attempts to negotiate, the individual was placed under arrest, with the evidence collected and processed accordingly. Throughout the interaction, it became clear that the individual's misguided actions stemmed from a lack of understanding and a misplaced sense of authority. Even if he were a sergeant, he was out of his jurisdiction as he belonged to Georgia. The man was working for some private security agency, and yet he had been wearing all the sheriff's insignias. Portraying oneself as a sheriff is inappropriate. Likewise, claiming to be deployed from Georgia for duties at Home Depot is misleading. The man was not deployed under mutual aid, but was instead engaged in private contractual work. This distinction is crucial, as it denotes two separate roles. The charges against the man were comprehensive and reflected the gravity of his actions. He was formally charged with falsely impersonating an officer, an offense that carried significant legal consequences. Additionally, he faced charges for the prohibited use of flashing or rotating blue lights, highlighting the misuse of law enforcement-related signals. The list of charges further extended to include open carrying of weapons or firearms, emphasizing the seriousness of his conduct. Join our community if you'd like to see more about law enforcement encounters and legal insights. Like and subscribe to stay connected and be part of our growing community.